I got Lamar Brown. I got two apples. I got hoes. I think Biggie. Biggie here.
All the way.
Okay, but I did you for you, but I did you.
Me all the way.
But you told me to fuck puppy, bitch, so I did it for you.
Why you ain't tell nobody this?
Now, when you bring up the whole beef between Death Row and Bad Boy, a few things come up. One of those things being the alleged affair between Tupac and Faith Evans. But something that does not get brought up enough to me, and I feel like could potentially be the seed of the whole entire beef, is the alleged affair between Suge Knight and Diddy's baby mother. Shout out to all the yo-yos on the east side. It's your boy KD. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. This alleged, and I'm gonna say alleged, because there's no concrete evidence for this except for people's testimonies. This alleged affair took place before any major events between Diddy and Suge or Pac and Big. This was before the Source Awards, before the party at Jermaine Dupri's. This is before all of that. Now, the word is that Suge had this affair with Misa Hilton, who's Diddy's first baby mother. She's the mother to Justin Combs.
So tell me some other stories, man, about Suge Knight hanging out with Misa. Because at this time, I mean...
It just felt like they was dating. Felt like they was dating all the time.
Was
like,
she doing that behind Puffy back?
Yeah, for sure, man. Whatever her first son was, like, he would be at the studio with me.
Justin,
I remember Justin being in the hotel with me. With me. Like, us just chilling while they chilling. And he was a little bitty boy. She's buying him shit. She bought him this red jacket that says 662 on it. I remember that leather jacket.
Suge and Diddy weren't like always beefing. This happened over time. This happened later on, their whole drama. So I think even when Suge was with Misa, I don't think it was an issue at that time. There are reports that Diddy's grandmother was calling, saying that she wanted her grandson back because Suge Knight had them all out in LA.
It was very limited. It wasn't that long. It wasn't a long-term thing. We hooked up with her a couple of times in New York. Matter of fact, one time I stayed in New York and was still around. I think I was dealing with David Kenner on some business, and me and David was still there. And he had me go deliver some money at her house. And so I went and took her some money. And then the other time is one time we went out to New York for something, and her and the son flew back with us to LA, and she was staying out there with us in LA for a bit. And then Puffy Mama actually called. It was just like, hey, Puffy's out here tripping. Matter of fact, I think he split his wrist behind it, trying to commit suicide. They say he split his wrist doing something else, but the rumor that we always got, and what Misi always told us, this nigga out here, this bitch ass nigga tried to kill himself. But the mama was just like, hey, my son's out there tripping. Would you please send Justin home? Would you please send my grandbaby home? And so eventually, after a week or two, she eventually went home.
The Tupac and Biggie shit, yeah, that was what we as fans saw. But I feel like the real drama was between Suge Knight and Diddy. And I think this doesn't get spoken about a lot because obviously Pac had those classic opening lines on Hit 'Em Up. And this doesn't get brought up as much because there's not even a picture like we had with Pac. There's not a catchy ass opening line. So we really don't talk about this affair. Now, I know what y'all thinking right now. Why are we bringing this up? Well, because it was used against Diddy, allegedly. There was a magazine sent to Diddy with an ad from Death Row on it. Now, the ad had a picture of Suge Knight with Diddy's baby mother, and Suge Knight was holding Justin Combs. Under the picture, it read something to the effect of, what the East Coast won't take care of, we will.
Yo, Wolf came and he said, yo, Puff, look at this. And he had a magazine. I think it was one of those artist press magazines. I don't know what it is, but it was from Death Row. And Suge was in the magazine with Misa, with his arms around Misa while she had Justin in her arm. And it said, The caption said, "What the East Coast won't take care of, the West Coast will." Yo, I seen a vein come across that kid's forehead and then neck, and then he got on the phone. He was screaming and hollering. I don't know when we must have stayed out until the next morning. Then I had to be there at 9 o'clock again. You know what I'm saying? Because it was on the weekend. But he was livid. He was going crazy behind that.
Now, this has been a rumor for a long time. People have claimed to see this. Other people deny that this even existed. So all of this is hearsay. But one thing I can say is a lot of testimonies have said that Suge Knight had this affair with Misa Hilton. And when you look back, this could have been potentially what started the rift between Suge Knight and Diddy. And maybe it all started because this affair. Who knows? But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do you think that this affair actually took place? Do you guys think that Suge Knight sent that magazine ad over? Do you think that exists? And do you guys think that this could have potentially been the reason of the whole East Coast and West Coast beef? Maybe not the reason, but definitely what sparked it off. I just wanted to make this video because I feel like I started this channel to really bring up things that don't get spoken about a lot, and this is one of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. I'm out of here.